Salutations and welcome to another episode from the Tales of Kartonia. My name's Kartosael and welcome. Let's see if smooth transition. Smooth transition will be the first. Grand. Right, so last time we left off, we had just built this crane and I was very sleepy indeed. In case you were wondering, did you get some sleep? In the end I did. 2 hours at the max. I was not amused and quite frankly I was a bit tired for the entire week. But I'm back. And as I mentioned, I wanted to get a little loading platform, because right now you're like, okay, I want the crane to pick my goods up. Where do I do that? Well, you're going to do that here. So my idea is to keep it relatively simple. After all, it's just a loading platform. Going to carve out. Yeah, let's do that. I mean, we have a shovel, so why not? So let's get a bit of the general size going. Whoa! I've been playing on the server quite a bit today. And the shovel I have there is really sucky, so I'm going to have to get used to this shovel again. Yeah, I think that's okay. We have a fairly sizable loading platform, so this might be... I think it's okay. Alright, something about there, so we don't have to bother with too high. That's literally too high, as in the number 2. I sometimes, you know, when I see other people build in Minecraft, I'm like, oh, it's too high, and then it's actually also literally 2 blocks high. I always giggle, but you know, that's probably just me, because I'm a bit strange like that. But I'm okay with that being. Oh, what buttons am I pressing? I don't even know anymore. Right, so this is just going to be a very simple platform. I think I'm going to do that. Just to give it a bit more interesting look. Yeah, not going to bother with putting a border around it, like fences or walls or glass. Just going to keep it like this. I want you to be able to come with your goods, roll them on and leave. You don't want to bother with finding the right position. And, well, maybe I'll put some walls on it, because yeah, that might actually be a bad thing. Anybody's just coming here, putting stuff down, and by the end, you don't even know who put what where. So there might be a wall over there and over there, just to finalize the look. And did I make this a square? Wow, I sure did. I promise you that was not intentional. Unintentional, but not unwanted. So let's put on some light. Of course, the most obvious thing to put down here are logs. So let's do that first. Place some logs, like so. Let's add another log next to it. Let's remove this. And now it's impossible to put that wall I mentioned. Huh. But if I make that out of fence, then they'll connect. Oh. Nope. That's a bit unstable. That's a bit better. Sure. Pile of logs. Why not? I could think of several reasons. It's really. So this is the actual. So yeah, I think that's okay. So this loading platform, it might need to be bigger, or maybe just, you know, try to keep it small for once. Would not be a bad idea. Planks. Just, these are logs, but you can also transport planks. A good way of doing that is using a combination of stairs and... I don't have access to this. Oh. Well, stairs and slabs, because this slab could be a plank if you do it a bit like this, but this could also be a small plank like this or a larger plank like that. Let's remove this again, especially if you do something like this. No, not like that at all. So let's take it out one more, then this looks like a small beam on top of a larger plank. I think what will happen if you do something like this. And maybe if you would do this as well, then it would be two of those close together, but that's a bit strange. I would rather do it like that. But that is also not, it's a bit too much like that, so using that a lot, ain't I? So more like it is now. Now those are equal in length. So let's do this, and then let this plank rest there and there. And you have a really messy pile of planks. I think I'm going to remove this. Yeah, sure, I kind of like it. Yeah, sure, why not? Anyway, planks, logs, and of course we have a lot of wood is only one of the things that's being exported from here, and since this is a loading platform, for now I'll just restrain myself to export goods. And next is crates. I want to have crates of stuff like meat. Let's try some designs out, I suppose. No, I only need this one. Yeah, that should work. So I thought about using this as a crate, but maybe brown stained clay would be better. Difficult word. Let's make a few. I don't have that much spruce. Spruce is easy to gather nowadays, so let's just use that. So this could be the topping of a crate. Seems very logical, and then this could be the side. It seems cratey. There's advantages and downsides to this crate. The advantage is, well, it kind of looks like a crate. And then I mean like using the pressure plate and the... Oh, that's a bit... Oh no. Please don't tell me that. Yeah, you told me that. Right, so you have to be very careful. Don't stand on that thing or you're screwed, pretty much. That's something to remember. And it's a bit sad. So that's one disadvantage of using the pressure plate and trapdoor combination. But there's another one. You can't place a crate over there because you can't place it there. Place it here, but that space is already occupied by that trapdoor, so that makes it impossible. And it's almost night. I need to get some beds in there, which is actually what I have in mind, but I'm not quite sure where yet. It's part of the interior design. We haven't gotten to that point. It's been a long time since we spent 3 episodes on one building. And it's not that big of a building. I guess I've been a bit more talky. But not any more patient than normal. So, with that... Am I umming a lot today? Quaint. Regardless, I'm going to try out a couple of these. So with different sensor blocks. Right now the clay. And I'm going to test a couple others and see which one we like best. Alright, 9 crates later. I've tested out a couple of materials. We have the clay one. We have a normal log. The advantage of the new log texture, the top now has a 1 pixel white border. And the center is being covered by the plate, so that's good. This one is a good example because this is actually the dark oak log, but you cannot see the darker inside because the pressure plate covers it. We have, I like that one by the way, this one not so much. These 2 colors just blend too much. These 2 colors, no. This, no. That's, of course, birch log. This is the spruce log. Somehow I think it looks better than this one, but still not much. Even went as far as to try dirt. Not surprisingly, it doesn't look all that good. These are dark oak planks and birch planks. Planks don't really do it for me. And this is a crafting bench. I actually even tried that. To be honest, of these 9, I like that one the most. But there's another little design I want to try out. And I'll do that and be right back. So my only idea was this, using item frames. Now there are 2 advantages to this. You can show what's inside the crate, so that's kind of cool. Keep me in the back that chicken. And you can actually have crates closer together, because this will work. So you can have a bit more of a, come on, stacked. Wait, did that just really stay there? No. Okay. And this has turned to grass, but you know, this was hardly a serious option to begin with. But you can already see with a lot of designs it's not going to work. This, that maybe, but I don't like the fact that I already used that log so much. So also no, no, not really. This one blends in a bit too well, I think. This is not good enough. Give me back those item frames. So then again, it's this one that I like the most. Oh, come on. And I thought maybe this looks... Well, it certainly doesn't look cratey. Does this look better than without a pressure plate? Maybe it does. You can also place maps on there, but you know, that's a bit weird. Or paintings, but signs. But signs would create a nice band, but they won't. They will leave too much of the top and bottom. So this is. I don't like the fact that these borders are birch. Problem with this, as well as this texture, is if you stack crates like so, then it's going to be hard to see that it's actually 2 crates, or maybe not. And if you use the old faithful trapdoor combo, come on, get back. Well, that's clearly 2 crates, but yeah, you can't stack them close together. And they're really bulky. So, I do like using the yellow stained clay. Kind of makes sense. Using this block here to show from, the goods are from this place. So, I'm going to just spam a couple of crates with the frames and see how that looks. A couple of crates later. I like the fact that you can see this one has eggs, this one has chicken, those two have beef, this one has leather, that one has feathers, and by using this I can actually still place that like so. So and the downside is it's really smooth. So yeah, I think I'll just roll with it. Let's place just a random crate over here with chicken, like so, and so. So here we have a little dock, landing, loading platform to accommodate the crane, and I'm not going to add walls. So I think that looks kind of fun. I think that looks kind of good. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, yes, I am umming a lot, I noticed. So I'm going to clear my inventory a bit. We will continue on the interior of that building. So we're in here now, and let's think about what we're going to do. The materials we generally use are these 3, actually mostly those 2, and this one only over there. Actually not in the floor, I believe. But now that we got so much of this stuff anyway, why not? So let's make a circle around this. Now we could do this with birch, which looks good. And we could do it with this stuff, which probably looks better. So we do that, and do it around here as well. No, that was not what I had in mind. No, that wasn't what I had in mind either. Come back, thank you. Let's do it like this. We are using this, and I, contrary to the, actually just dig out all this dirt and be done with the shovel. Hey! I actually want to make the floor in here a bit more stylish than the others. Just a bit. I'm going to incorporate gold or anything, although there's actually a possibility. Be gone. Yeah, we could incorporate gold, but that's really decadent, and that doesn't really suit this area, now does it? Let's place that back, because, we wasted materials if we didn't. So, let's do this. And this. Well, no, not entirely like that. And this. Now I could fill in this as well, but we get a 2x2 here. I don't like that, and if we would do that here, it would create a double thick border, and I don't want that. That will give it a bit too much of a solid clay look. So, no thank you. Is this full? It is. It sure is. So, no. Maybe like this. Yeah. Add some hay. Or like so. And some birch. Look at this. Yeah, I kind of like that. So let's add the hay everywhere. Birch around it. I believe this area has enough light. Otherwise, we could replace those with pumpkins and add a little bit of wool on top of them. But preferably not. Because that would take away from the hay look. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's nice, isn't it? It sure is. What kind of sword do I have? That will work better if we need it. Hope we don't. So how about we do this? That one of these borders comes straight across. And now I have because I think about bed there, and bed there. Oh, right. No, yeah, nothing around. Good. Well, except, you know, that skeleton over there. Two skeletons. Let's get in here, get some sleep, just to get those blasted thingies away. And I completely missed this ladder. How did I do that? Huh. Well, let's not talk about that again. So, clay. Hello. Got plenty of it. So that's why I'm so intent on using it everywhere. Ha ha ha, burn. No creepers. No creepers. Oh, jump. And stuck a bit. And continuing on. Like nothing happened. Could also draw lines like this. Let's see how that looks, because that might be a bit too much. No, it actually completes the grid. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's fill in like that. And that. And these will be like this. So this is just to, see, let's do it like this. Just to change it up. Yeah. And this creates a path. You know, it's all still the same materials, but it creates a visual path to the portal. So let's do that. Could also turn these into stairs someday, but probably not. That will make 4 a bit too busy. You know, it's fun and cool if you decorate a lot with and build with depth and stuff like that. But in your floor, I don't know. A bit is good, but going overboard rarely is. Let's take this one back. And let's place some beds. So, bed, and a bed. This place is not meant for privacy. I mean, come on. This is more like, I can't get through customs, so I have to sleep. Then you take these beds. And if you don't like the fact that you have so little privacy, then you should have brought proper paperwork. Block light 8. That might be a problem. Yep. Sure will be. Bother that. There's one yellow carpet left, so let's use that. Actually, when using carpets to cover up your lighting, you technically don't even need to have a pumpkin or a glowstone. You can use a torch, because a carpet on top of a transparent block, so no, that's completely wrong. Even like that, the carpet becomes a solid. So as you can see, I'm floating above that one, and removing that will bring me down. So yeah, you can use that, especially for torches. Although I usually still use the pumpkins because they give more light, and now my floor is smoking every now and often. But I don't have that many pumpkins left. And I haven't got a pumpkin farm yet, so suck it. Okay, now, that was this building. Lovely. Lovely indeed. So, from up here, we get a really good view of how the K.E.R.I has turned out to be. We started, of course, with just that building over there. And then we added that wood farm place, the chicken farm, the addition to the wood farm, the cow place, and the forge, and of course this little tower, airship tower. I don't think I'm going to add a airship, mainly because I have no idea how I want to make those things look. As for the future of the K.E.R.I, whatever, it's not 100% done yet. I think I want to add a river, probably originating from that hill and then running close to the edge with the desert and then through here and a bit wiggly out that way. So just so I can make it a bit more interesting, because you know, having just roads cross everywhere isn't all that cool. So I want to add some bridges and a big lake in the middle so we can fish here as well. But that will come at a later time and probably away from camera. So let's turn off the... Ooh, that's suddenly very... Yeah, I think you know what I'm trying to say. So, I really like the way that the K.E.R.I has progressed. There's one thing I thought might be cool, was adding a block of yellow glass on top of that one. But I don't know, that might be overdoing things quite a bunch, so we're not going to do that. Anyway, as I mentioned, I am hereby closing off this project. Of course, I will occasionally come back on camera to show how I'm progressing with regards to terraforming it a bit and stuff like that. So it's not the last time you'll see it, and this is also not the final state in which you will see it. Whenever I do some drastic changes, you'll be sure to know. So don't worry about that. But it does allow us allow us to go on to a new project. Of course, Kartonia. That's how do you say this? You know, in television shows, you in a season of a show, you have this large overarching story. The best example I can think of is Doctor Who. I like that show, but the large, very large story arc, you might say, is one Doctor to the next. So we're in the 11th Doctor now, I believe, and the 12th will be very soon. So during that whole Doctor, you could say, is almost an entire series on itself, and that's kind of this LP. The entire series, it revolves around Kartonia. So despite which episode, which part of that story, there's also a chance to go back to Kartonia and build there, because that's in no way finished, and it's probably also where we'll be going next episode. But every now and then you get an episode, just like Doctor Who, you get an episode, it's just saving someone, the next saving someone else, and etc, etc, etc. And those are the smaller projects. Yes, this is in fact a smaller project compared to Kartonia. It sure is, because I have many mad ideas for that, and because it's all in the sky, that makes everything I do there a mad thing. So yeah, of course outposts are one of the things. I think the next project is probably not going to be an outpost. It's going to be something I always wanted to do, and I will finally be doing. But I'm going to keep you in the dark on that, because I might not start it and then I will look like an even bigger fool than I'm doing now. So yeah, there's that. So I hope you enjoyed the K.E.R.I arc, and I'll be sure to see you again here and some other time. Keep forgetting the portal is over there now. But on that note, my name was Kartosael. This was the Kartonian Equine Research Institute arc of my Let's Play. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you think there's really something missing here and should be added, of course you can say that, and I might even do that. So, but apart from any of those suggestions, I will see you again next time.